Hello and welcome to your new favorite podcast, Coffee Chronicles, with your girl Mimi J, Megan S, and your favorite girl here, C Thunder. Within this podcast, we're going to be speaking of everything from business, finances, and entertainment. So grab your coffee cup with your drink of choice and sit back and enjoy this journey of conversation with your new favorite podcast, Coffee Chronicles, with your girls.
Coffee Chronicles with a Z, you all. And thank you for that introduction, C Thunder. We appreciate that. Everybody, we come to you today. This is an opportunity that we all had during this time in this pandemic that we've all experienced. We've all gone through life changes, and faithfully or thankfully, we've all been able to experience these things together. And it's actually brought us closer in this process. And we are wanting to deliver everything that we received and just give back, in a sense, to you all and hear what you all have to say about how your pandemic experience has been. So we'd like to start with our milestone. Each one of us have experienced a milestone birthday. We all turned 40 during this time of this pandemic. We don't know how long it's going to go, but we want to share that experience with you all and hear your feedback on what your experience was during this pandemic and what your plans are to as you move forward during this time. And we will start with Mimi J, as she is our first birthday pandemic on the panel.
Yes, I'm the oldest. I guess I turned 41st, and yes, like I turned 40 in April, so it was right in the beginning of the pandemic. And I honestly wanted to share with my girls right here. I wanted us to celebrate together because we all are turning 40 and we've been friends for over 20 years. So I thought that was going to be something so beautiful. That didn't happen. So my second choice was like, I'm going to take all my friends and family. We're going to drive a limo. We're going to go up to Santa Barbara and drink wine. That didn't happen because of the pandemic. So what did I do? I had a party right here in my living room with all my friends and family on Zoom. And actually, it was amazing. It was fun. We had music. We got up and danced. I had lobster and crab and a beautiful cake and champagne. So I turned up. I had a good time. Got me an outfit and everything. So it was still wonderful to me.
Wait. You had a disco ball too, y'all. I said,
oh, yes, that's true. I had a disco ball. It was fun. Lavonda, what game was that we played? Black Card Revolt. Oh, that was
Lavonda was the host, wasn't she?
Lavonda was the host. She killed it. I was like, yes, honey.
I'm gonna start charging the host party. Look, Coffee Chronicles with the Z. We also host parties. We come through, So let me tell you, I wasn't even supposed to host your party. That was so fun.
Happened naturally. Yes.
Naturally. And it was so
Lavonda, she's a natural host. C Thunder is a natural host. So we appreciate your gift.
I love right there. Wait a minute. And I'll tell y'all more about that voice later on. You gotta listen and find out where that.
Oh yeah, we got our own language, folks.
It's so awesome because how we can all get together. And even though you're having a party and you're at home, you're still at home. I mean, no matter how hyped the screen is, you're still at home. So it was just great to be able to do something unique and different. And we were all, I think if you lost, you had to take a shot or something.
Oh yeah, with that. We were lady, huh?
So Black Card Revolt is an awesome game, and it was great that we were all half drunk because the only thing to do was walk across the hall and go to bed. That was
exactly.
I think you had an amazing birthday, Demetria. I didn't stay long, unfortunately. However, that was at the beginning of this pandemic, and things were just so different for me personally, but you had an amazing birthday. I was happy to be a part of it, and I always will have love for you.
Oh yes, I already know that. We got love. This love ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere. Too much history. Her story.
And through the storm and back, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, well, I
Absolutely.
definitely appreciated y'all coming through for the birthday. But let me hear about what you did, Missy Megan S.
Well, actually, Miss C Thunder is next because she turned
So
40
we can
before
go in
I
order.
did.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Actually, it was what, 14 days after you.
14 days. I can't
After
forget
Mimi,
that.
yeah.
Yes. So my birthday, I always try to celebrate with everybody. I'm team too much. Y'all don't know. So my
Mhm.
birthday, I was actually supposed to be in Disney because I'm a mom of three. Yep, I am. And my
Okay.
son,
Beautiful mom of three.
and
Yes.
thank you. My son turns 10 the day after me. So my husband, his dad, bought us tickets to go to Disney. So I was supposed to be turning up in Disney and
Oh,
celebrating
wow.
my kids' first plane ride all together. And so that totally
Oh,
drained. So what happened was I had him downstairs frying wingettes and French fries, and I wanted every flavor wingette. And then we were upstairs partying, and it was so awesome because my sisters, y'all, and then my other sisters, who I'm very fortunate, got a chance to collaborate because y'all met all the other girls that I went to college.
yes.
That was my college chapter of my life. And then I love Mary J. Blige, so I had to play the 2019 Mary J. Blige. I ain't gonna dance.
Hmm. Yeah, you know you got to do the Mary J. Blige dance.
You have to do it. You have to do it.
Yeah.
You remember that, Minnie? You remember that? We watched it during her. Oh my God, that was everything.
One
It was
who
everything.
entered the Zoom party, we had to take a shot for each person that entered the Zoom party. I think so, and then we had a little reggae playing. So we just had a good time of
Good
everyone
old time.
laughing, and they're meeting their new family that's in Charleston, South Carolina. That's where I'm coming from now. So it was just awesome. I just love all the love and everything. And then I went downstairs and ate wingettes, and I should have took the day off because I had a hangover, even though I was working from home. I should have took.
Girl.
So that was my 40th, and my 40th is over right at midnight because my son turns 10 the next day. So I was back in mommy mode, but
Oh
I
my
had
goodness.
a great birthday. So now I know this one here, this November already? Yeah. So you was in October, Megan S.
Yes.
October 13th. And I will tell you, it definitely wasn't what I expected or what I had planned. My plan was to be in Jamaica for my 40th birthday, outside of our celebration together. But it didn't happen due to the pandemic, and I ended up going to Atlanta with a good friend and really had a good time because I didn't know what to expect for my 40th birthday. So, and that was something that I had looked forward to for a very long time. And me being precautious during this pandemic, it was definitely a hard decision. I didn't know if I was going to be spending it by myself or what would happen or what would take place. But it ended up to be a really nice time. It was enjoyable. I brought in the 40th in a very positive way with a new outlook on my next year and years to come. So I'm very appreciative and thankful and grateful in every aspect for that experience. And this pandemic has just been a life lesson for me, even though it was something that I didn't expect during that process. But I am thankful that I got to speak to you all after I came back, and we shared experiences and had laughs, which we had been doing throughout this pandemic, and it's really meant a lot to me personally. So I appreciate that from both of you ladies.
Oh yeah, I
Yes,
love
for sure. You guys have gotten me through some things in this
Absolutely.
pandemic. So it has been beautiful just to reconnect. And I think we should touch on that for just a minute because, we actually were not connecting like this before the pandemic. And this gave us
Not since high school.
Right.
not like this, not on the level that we are communicating now. It's like
right, but it's like we're doing it in the same way that we were when we were in high school, but on a different level, and that's what I appreciate about this.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it's like you girls know me like no one else know me, and you know how they say day ones. You guys are for sure the day ones. Like we've known each other since we were like 12. 12 or 13, and then you and Sierra know each other since you've been younger than
like 5.
I've known Sierra since I've been 35 years. I could walk to her house in 2 minutes, and
it's always been that way since we've known each other.
That is so amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. My God.
I mean, like,
God is good in so many ways. I'm telling you.
Celebrate friendship like this. It's nothing but.
We have a really strong connection, and I appreciate that all day. I really do. And, we've all been here for one another, and I'll always continue to be here for you all. But continue on, Mimi, because I know you were getting somewhere with that.
Well, I was trying to basically say how, like, this pandemic is kind of teaching us to recreate. You know what I mean? Recreate how we communicate, how we love each other, building better relationships. Is giving opportunity to be creative. A lot of times we're looking at it in such a negative way, but a lot of people are having all these pandemic projects is what people are calling them. And this is sort of like a pandemic project, us putting this out there and putting ourselves and our lives out there. So I don't know. I just think it's amazing that you can turn lemons into lemonade with this, basically.
I think that's God's way of letting us know and not allowing us to forget where we started. This pandemic didn't just happen from out of anywhere. There's a reason for it. It's built a lot of strong relationships. And I don't know if you all have researched, but I read something, and it was actually saying since 2019, I think, more marriages have there have been less divorces during this process. And I think this pandemic has taught a lot of us either you can really live with somebody and live with everything that they offer, or it's time to go. And in most cases, where are you going to go? So you're forced into this situation. Right?
But then that to me is a blessing too. Get rid of that weight that you really didn't have the courage to get rid of, live your day-to-day lives. Like this is breaking up all that BS in your life so you can get real.
Absolutely. You can be real, you can get real, and you can get to know who you really are and really kind of let that be you. This is an opportunity for us all to be who we are and who we're meant to be.
And this is also a time with everything going on with social injustice, and I don't want to get into that because we don't want to dwell upon all of that. But what I will say with that, the beauty of that I feel is that I'm unapologetically Black, you know what I mean, and happy and proud of it, because a lot of times, you play two faces, and now I just feel like I could just totally be me and don't have to apologize for it, like accept me for me. And I've never felt like that before in like I was saying, like a corporate environment.
America, yeah. And this whole culture has changed, as we all know, but considering everybody isn't at home. Fortunately, we are, for the most part. That is a very fortunate thing that we should be grateful for, but we definitely have to consider those who are essential workers who are not at home. So I always keep them in my prayers and try to stay connected because I know it's difficult, but I'm grateful for where I am and where you all are, and it's brought us a lot closer. I am so appreciative of that.
We can't let this be a fad. Like, being Black is the new Black, honey. Because once this is over, I'm always Black. I've been Black before. I'm Black now, and I'm going to be Black until I die. And, you know, my
Absolutely.
children, my family, everyone, we come in all shades of black. That's why my black is beautiful.
Amen.
However, what I am worried about, that I'm hope people are being educated on the fact that while all the Black Lives Matters, once it's down, like where I'm at, there's actually, the mural is actually now, the street is not closed anymore. It's open. So now cars can drive across. So one thing we have to learn from this pandemic, number one, is continue to love one another, not lose communication, not just lose, however you communicating, via text and more conversation, just communicate. Number two, also keep in mind that this struggle of being a minority in America and around the world, because it's just not only America, but what happened actually opened up a window to voices that needed to be heard, and we have to continue the voices for the people that cannot speak. Furthermore, we should always love the people that do have essential jobs. These people been working hard before the pandemic and underpaid. So we have to continue to
underpaid. Absolutely.
underpaid. You should not have to work and you don't make a livable wage. That is not.
And work so hard. It's like the jobs that pay the least work the hardest.
They serve. So now
They put in so many more hours and they're doing the most. Yeah.
so
They're here to protect us.
And continue to tip. Like you hear all these celebrities, and even myself, local celebrity, yes, we tip more, but let's continue to tip more. Let's continue to just recognize everyone. Let's continue to practice proper hygiene. I've been using Lysol. Once this is done, let's continue to use this Clorox, this Lysol, these hand sanitizers.
But this hasn't been the norm for everybody, clearly.
And it's also opening up beauty from within. So, one thing I can say is women and men, let's take care of ourselves, because you weren't going to the salon, you weren't going to the barbershop. But this is also teaching us everything to love yourself more naturally as well. So like you said, getting creative, appreciating more in life, and just learning life lessons that will continue to help you along the way. And if you're not spiritual, it's not my place to force spirituality on you. However, this is a time, like you say, it was a reflection for all of us, even whether your marriage was better, good, or you even found love during this. I mean, let's just embrace this, because I think this is a way of just everyone stopping, and let's just appreciate where you at. Let's just
appreciate where you are. And with all the all the negativity that surrounds us, and all of the panic, the fear, everything that is around us, we still need to learn how to have radical joy, and that means being full of joy even in the midst of a storm, because a part of that is part of your faith, knowing that God got you at the end of the day, no matter what it looked like. And honestly, we all got to be like Job. I don't know if you guys know the story of Job, but he went through some mess and he still praised the Lord, you know what I mean, through all of it. So, maybe we all putting on our Job pants right about now.
And that's exactly right. Put on your Job pants.
Absolutely.
Keep doing it, keep learning, and also just keep being you, like you said, and being a better you every day. And I all have grown. And not only have we grown, but artists have found a way to actually be even more creative, where we're watching Zoom parties and everything. Like I said, we're going to be talking about entertainment on this podcast, which is Coffee Chronicles with a Z. And my sister there, Mimi J, now is going to go into the entertainment that's popping right now.
Well, hey, y'all, it's your girl, Mimi J, and I'm going to be talking about all kind of things that are going on in entertainment, from your housewives to the latest, hottest rap song, or any song that we like, but, I love my hip-hop, and also sprinkle in a little political news and things like that. And one of the things I want to start with is, I don't know if we're able to catch it, but please go and catch the Obama interview with the Breakfast Club. It was amazing. They were really asking Obama some challenging questions that I really don't think he's ever been asked and been forced to answer in regard to the Black community. So I think it's an amazing interview, and I think maybe we can all watch it and then come back and discuss it later. We'll see. Oh, yeah. And also, on a lighter note, I want to discuss that new Megan Thee Stallion video, Body. So, Lavonda, can you please play it for us?
Of course. Y'all ready for this body? All right,
Body
one.
yaddy.
Yada yada yada, body crazy curvy, wavy, big titties, little waist, body crazy curvy, wavy, big titties, little waist, body yada 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 yada. I'm a hot ebony, they gon' click it if it's me. All my pictures been getting these niggas through the quarantine. Bitch, I'm very well on my shit as you could tell. Any hoe got beef from years ago is beefing by herself. If we took a trip on the real creep tip, bitch, rule number one is don't repeat that shit. Rule number two, if they all came with you, then we
Okay, Rhonda, you can cut it out. You can cut it
She is in it.
Yes.
She is in
Okay.
it.
I wanted to play a little clip of it, but I also wanted to discuss it with my girls real quick. This is like a quick little recap of what you personally think of the video. Hey, maybe you hated it, maybe you loved it, or maybe it was just since I'm bringing it up, I'll go ahead and start. I personally loved it. You know what I'm saying? I was in the mirror trying to do that video. I mean, that dance, even though, honey, I'm 40. I can't do that. But it was cute. I mean, I think her body is banging, first of all. So that's clear. She got all kind of body. And then I just think it's fun and cute and sexy, and I'm here for it. But I will say this. If I had not seen the video, the question is, would I like the song if I didn't see the video first? I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like the video might be better than the song. But now I'm like totally invested, so I love it.
Yeah. I think the video is definitely better than the song. I think the song makes a lot of suggestions to young people that they have to make changes to their body, which nobody should have to feel they have to do. You need to be comfortable with what you were created with, and that's my belief, right? And I think it's nice song, nice video for somebody that's probably 25. I'm sorry, but not for me at this stage of my life. Definitely not something that I'm interested in, or maybe dance to it in a club, but I won't even do that because I don't go to clubs. So you know, it is what it is. It's nice for somebody, but I think we still have to be realistic, and we still have to understand that there are young people out here that are impressionable and will take these things to heart and feel like they need to make changes that aren't even necessary for them to make. So that's my thought.
Well, I mean, Laverne, I do want to hear your opinion as well, but I just want to make a point because I think Megan Thee Stallion's body is all natural. Now, does that make a difference if her body is natural? But we can dig into that a little bit later. I do want to know what you think, Laverne.
You know, just on the body real quick, what they say that must be jelly because jam don't shake.
Like that.
I'll drink to that. Wait.
No, that just reminds me from years ago. You would be like, that must be jelly because jam don't shake like that. And oh my God, you were bringing it.
Yeah,
but
that was right.
I think it's important for us to realize that everybody's not going to be, whether it's natural or it's not natural. You know, when you sing about it and this is what you rehearse and people are listening to, then naturally this is what they're going to desire. It's not for everybody. And that goes back to, this is entertainment, right? And we have to teach our children that it's entertainment. And it's not for you to think, oh, this is what you need to do because this is what's going to be accepted or liked. So it's good for entertainment. I think I like her. She's a beautiful girl. She's very talented. You know, I'm not buying. Hey, that's just my opinion. It's not something that I'm interested in personally.
Right.
But
and that's what
I know my daughter is a fan, so she is. She's a fan. So it is what it is.
Yeah, she's part of the Instagram crowd. You know, I think, you know, everything is in that. When I had that butt, it wasn't in style. Now all at once is in style.
Exactly.
Wait. Did you just say? When I had that butt, it wasn't this style. Yes, it was.
Remember,
Yes,
fashion
it was.
repeats itself, and butts and all that. Them butts been out, and they were real.
Yes, it was.
It's natural.
It
I
was
mean,
still in
it's natural.
style.
Our bodies are voluptuous
Right.
and sexy. And I know, LaVonda, I don't know. I want you to finish saying your comment before I come to that.
So what I think is the video is catchy is for this day and era. You know, if I heard in the club, you know, it'd be something I'll bop to or whatever. You know me, I'm still stuck in the D'Angelo Maxwell, Tupac, Little Kim. I'm still there. So when I hear this stuff, I'm like, okay, it's catchy, it's good. You know, it'll be something that I'll probably bop to. Will I buy it? Like, seriously, not because I don't like her, just because that's just sort of like, I don't know. But I think it's good. I like the video. It goes with the song. I mean, it's just like after seeing her and what's her name? Cutie little fast talking.
Taraji.
No, not Taraji. Now Taraji, you know,
Cardi B.
She in that video. She 50.
Now, yeah, that's what I like to say. Let me get to that. So Cardi B,
And that's
right?
fine. Cardi,
Right,
I mean, Taraji is an established woman as well. You know what I mean? And she can do whatever the hell she wants to do. But a sister like me is not getting ready to.
Yeah.
Not getting ready to entertain her.
And I know she was looking at all that ass too, because I was looking. I wonder what it looked like in person.
It was nice to see, honey.
But I think it's good for there. I think she's doing well. She's making her own lane or whatever. You know, I support, but would I buy? Probably not. I don't know, but it's all good. But when I think of Meg Thee Stallion, I'm still stuck with that Cardi B video in my head. So I don't expect nothing from her except sexy, sex appeal, bringing back Little Kim, bringing back Trina, bringing it back in this day and era. And, you know, I was looking at her clothes on Fashion Nova because I love Fashion Nova and I still try to stay young. And I can't wear her clothes on Fashion Nova because I don't think my butt is made now to kind of do what it's supposed to do in them jeans. But, you know, I got enough. I could still do the two-step in the club. Probably can't be next to Megan Thee Stallion, but I could be.
Now, I don't want to be nowhere near Megan Thee Stallion at the club. I'm like, I'm gonna sit right down and chill if she come in the club.
At the end of the day, though, I like it. I support. You know, it's even a little bit of female power there, and a little bit just saying, you know, I could be sexy, hardcore.
Yeah, I could be every woman, and I mean, I do like the fact that she is so big, honestly, and thick, because like you were saying, our bodies were not popular. Our bodies.
That's a different regime, popular. In my opinion. That's just a different regime. I feel like we've been there, we've been in that era, regardless of how it was received, but we've been in that era. And at 40 years old, that's just not something that we would desire to go back to because we know what it is. I feel like there are graduation stages in life, and when you're caught up in about the body and the way that it looks, that's going to change. So at some point you have to graduate from that. It's not going to be the same. Absolutely. But we've been there. Did we appreciate it? If you appreciated it while you were in that phase, then fine. But you're beyond that phase.
But I'm gonna be honest, like I want to be healthy and I want my body to be
nothing wrong with that.
You know,
nothing
as long as I live.
Nothing wrong with that. But you're not getting ready to get out here and twerk like Megan Thee Stallion, are you? Or are you?
If I could,
well, I'm not. I mean, I'm at some point, you graduate from all that stuff. I don't, you know, when you go to clubs and all that.
If I had it like that,
and I'm not mad at you. I would support you if that's what you chose. That's just not something that I choose to do because.
I mean, I'm personally a shy person. So
girl, bye. Not if you doing that.
I wouldn't do it, but I think I would do it if I was confident. Like I've never had that sort of confidence, but I believe if I did, even at this age, I would probably.
Okay, this is the chick here to my no confidence. So when we were growing up, I'm sorry, she had her favorite jeans, right?
All the time. in half tops.
Second, I'm talking about having. Yes, when we were kids, yes, I wore my little half tops and all of that. I'm talking about getting in front of folks and dropping it like it's hot. Like I'm not.
You were comfortable, right? And you had every right to be. Like you would just be. What?
You were
serious?
Different way. Like we were the elite.
Yeah, right.
Not comfortable. Like
back, forth. We were the elite.
That's crazy to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because you were very, very comfortable, and you should have been.
Maybe because I'm older now and I'm not comfortable. Or maybe it has like gone down because I'm older and I'm like don't have the body that I once had. I don't know, but right now, like I'm super shy. Even like when it comes, but you know when I say I'm shy, what's interesting is that I'm talking about in the bedroom. Like I've never been like super.
We're getting off into another topic.
Confident and like just
good. Let's say that
cracking a whip and all.
You know what?
That's a whole no. Mimi.
I'm just being honest. So that's what I mean.
Mimi, that's fine, but this is a whole nother topic that we're gonna save this one because we can't
definitely wrap it up.
They do, but let's not give too much, right?
Tune for coffee.
Yeah, we'll get back to y'all on that. We'll have some conversations about other things in your 40s later on.
I love it. I love it.
We're going to talk about things that you want to talk about. We're going to talk about things that are going to make you think and be like, you know what? I'm not alone in this. This is what I've been feeling. This is what I'm thinking. This is how it should be. Or maybe this is what I can do to get it to that way. You know,
this is what I've gone through. Yes.
Right. This is what I learned, and whatever you've gone through, nothing is a failure. And it's you only fail when you quit. You only fail when you
absolutely, ladies. That's why we can't quit. We got to keep it going, keep it rolling.
keep going. You know, we just got to. What's that Biggie video with Puffy? Take that.
You know what? That's funny because we have to get into those times when we were young. We have to get into those times where we were
dropping it like it's apparently.
But we were having conversations with these people. We met these people. I wouldn't classify us as groupies in a sense, right? But the opportunity came about and it just happened that way.
My mom.
I always got left out of those encounters. FYI.
No, you didn't. You were there. Lavonda, no.
That's a whole nother.
Demetria. Mimi, I'm gonna need you to.
I'm serious, but we'll talk about that later when we get into that.
Yes, believe me. So also, you know, like I said, this is our first episode of your new favorite podcast, Coffee Crunch. So also just to kind of let you know to stay tuned, not only for many, many more episodes, but also, you know, we got to hit up social media. So definitely stay tuned for our Facebook page, our IG page, Instagram. And remember that it's Coffee Chronicles with a Z. Who want us to spell it for you? So, because we want
to. I think they got it. They have to have it. Y'all spell out there, right?
Yes. We want to make sure you have it because we're gonna love hearing your thoughts, your opinions, even being guests. We're gonna have guests on here as well to continue to share this wonderful experience of life and fellowship and just bright ideas and entrepreneurs because we are touching on business and also what we love most, food, how you can eat healthy and definitely be able to create a feast just in a drop of a dime. So we want to keep doing that just to touch everything that keeps us going in everyday life. That's what we want to do.
And also from a business perspective, if anybody out there is looking to or is seeking a job or a position that they desire, and you don't necessarily have the assistance that you need as far as your resume building or learning how to interview, tips like that, please tune in and please follow our page, because we will have resources for you, and we are here for you personally to be able to help assist you with those needs, especially being able to land a job and interview properly, or just questions that you may have before you go to an interview. We're here for you. We have HR personnel, we have business personnel that are here to help you. So definitely tune in and hit us up on Facebook, IG, follow, like Coffee Chronicles,
Subscribe.
both IG and Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe, like, and follow every social media tool that is available to you, because you're going to get everything that you need right here with the Coffee Chronicles.
Absolutely. Well, peace, love, and blessings.
You too, you guys be blessed. Stay tuned. Love chatting with you.